Welcome back. Again, we're talking about the Milwaukee, the Fuel Hatchet pruning saw. And I did another video where we upgraded it here to this 10-inch bar and chain that I took off my pruner. And thanks to some of the people who actually commented on the video, they noticed the difference between the 6-inch chain, which is a full house chain, has a cutter on every link, and I'll give you a close-up of that and show you what I'm talking about. But the pruner has a cutter on every other link. So does that make a huge difference? I don't know. We wanted to try it and see. The problem is finding a full house chain for a 10-inch bar with a 3/8 drive 043 pitch, I believe it is, an Oregon chain, and you can't find it. It's I don't know. I've tried. I've looked everywhere. I've called. Excuse me. I have not been able to find that chain. So someone left in the comments, well, you can buy one for a Skill crosscut saw and have it cut down. The crosscut saw, I think, has a 16-inch bar and chain on it. And so that's what I did. I ordered that Skill chain from Amazon. I took it to my local small engine repair shop, chainsaw shop, and had a few links taken out of it. So the 10-inch bar chain has 40 drive links, and that's what they're going to ask you when you take the chain in. Well, how many drives do you need? Well, you need 40 drive. So let me give you a little close-up of the difference of these chains and let you see what we're talking about. Okay, with the 6-inch bar and chain still on the saw itself, you can see how it's got a cutter on every drive link. Okay, it's called a full house chain. So the chain that we took off our pruner actually goes with that bar. We can see a cutter, skip link, cutter, link, cutter, link, and then this is the chain that we had made, and you can see it's also a full house with a cutter on every link, except for this link. This is where we had to splice the chain and put an actual Oregon strap in there. And I asked the shop when they did that, you know, do we have an option of putting another link in there, you know, a cutter, or is it just going to be the belt? And we didn't really have an answer at that time. So we'll get back to you on that. And between the chain and cutting it down, you know, on the strap, it's kind of expensive. So if this works well, you know, as much as I use this saw, which isn't a ton, you know, I may end up just buying a roll of this chain and having a 20-foot roll, and we should be able to have, what, 10 chains made out of that approximately. So let's put the full house, well, actually I'm gonna put the, you know, saw or the chain from the pole saw on there first. Let's do a cut through a log, and then let's throw this chain on and see if there's any difference in cutting speed or smoothness, or, you know, just what the difference is between the two. And another thing I wanted to mention is, in the end, this is a 12-volt saw designed for pruning, right? We know that. I mean, this is kind of experimenting, you know, just to see what it's capable of. And like I said, the main purpose of this saw for me is to keep in the side-by-side when we go to the mountains, you know, go for a weekend ride or hunting or whatever, and you know, we usually stop and cook and have lunch or whatever, so we need a saw that, you know, we can cut up firewood with. And then if there's a log across the trail or something where we need more of a cutting, you know, width, instead of trying to go on two different sides, you know, with the 6-inch blade, yeah, sure, you can cut from either side of the log and achieve what you're trying to do. But, you know, if it'll cut through with a larger bar and chain, well, and besides, not only is it easier, it looks a lot damn cooler. So we've got a fully charged 4.0 battery running on it, and again, this is the chain that's off the pruner, so every other link you have a cutting tooth. And this is seasoned, dried, extremely hard log. It actually cuts better through, you know, a greener type material. But anyways, let's make a cut with this. And I notice, and you might see that for some reason with this bar and chain, I don't know why, but I get a little chatter in it when I'm cutting this real dry seasoned wood. But nicely done, nicely done. So that chain does a pretty good job. And I also saw in the comments someone was asking, well, does it steal oil? And I think you can see here oil is pouring out of this bar, so no problem with the oiler on the longer bar. So let's change over to the full house chain and see if we got any difference. Okay, so we swapped over to the full house chain, cut her every link. I recharged the battery, so we're again cutting with full charge. And I'm not forcing the saw through there because it will cut off, and it's protecting itself, which is fine, but I'm just letting the saw do the work, or trying to, and it may cut off while I'm pushing through this log, but let's see how it does. Just an extremely smooth cut, and it's just, I can't tell a huge difference between the two chains. This one is smoother. I think it's taken the material out in a little bit bigger chunks, and I can feel more friction in the log. I'm assuming just because we got cutters, you know, we're just taking off more material faster, and I couldn't, you know, when I feel the chatter, I want to push harder, but I know that the saw is going to try to cut off, so I back up. So I just kind of deal with that chatter, which is fine. But yeah, there's your difference. You know, not a lot, but still an extremely handy saw to have. I love it. Well, there it is, the Milwaukee Hatchet pruner with the 10-inch blade, or 10-inch bar, I guess, and the full house chain. Although I didn't notice a huge difference, it is smoother, and I like the way it cuts more than the other chain. So I will stick with this chain for a while and just put it through its paces on the trail and see how it does. So yeah, you know, thanks for watching, and really thanks for the comments. That's the only reason, or the only way I was able to put this together and notice those changes. So in the comments, one of the guys, this is the chain that I bought on Amazon. It's the Skillsaw SPT1500. It's got all the specs right there on the front that match, you know, the Oregon Milwaukee bar specs. So yeah, you know, I'm not gonna sit here and beg you to like and subscribe, but you know, I don't do this for money, for damn sure, but you know, the comments and the likes do help me to put together future videos. So yeah, like and at least comment. Hell, I don't care if you subscribe or not. But thanks for watching.